days when the space age was just getting off the ground, a design revolution was taking shape back on Earth. Inspired by the optimism of the times, architects were hard at work, planning for a future of endless possibility. And here, in the desert oasis of Palm Springs, California, modern design blossomed like nowhere else, producing works like this.
You could be all the way inside and nestled and cozy, and you can come all the way out and enjoy the outdoors. And that's what the architect was trying to do.
Bring in that outside
right,
in.
and create a wonderful transition between the built and the natural.
Historian Beth Edwards Harris is the proud owner of this 1946 home, designed by architect Richard Neutra for the family of Edgar Kaufman. The Kaufmans were perhaps the 20th century's most famous homeowners. Their other vacation getaway was none other than Frank Lloyd Wright's Fallingwater. So, for their desert retreat, the Kaufmans demanded a home just as beautiful. Harris has lovingly restored the house inch by inch.
Furniture, structure, light, everything is one whole. I think Neutra would have anticipated that anybody would have owned this house would have done exactly what we've done, and that anybody who changed it was making a huge mistake.
So it may be hard to believe that when Beth Harris bought the house in 1993, it was in total disrepair. One real estate agent actually suggested she tear it down. It's no small irony that today, so-called futuristic designs like this are, to many, nothing more than old-fashioned.
Often these modern buildings are what people grew up with, especially for baby boomers. And so they don't think that it can be significant, that it's important.
In books like Palm Springs Weekend and Googie Redux, architect Alan Hess has championed the post-war Southern California style.
The spirit of modernism was to bring the fruits and benefits of the modern age to everyone. And it was, these modern, mid-century modern buildings, all of these brought the privileges of modern technological life to the average person.
The designs also encouraged an oh-so-casual California lifestyle. And they had something often missing in modern architecture, a sense of fun. So much so, the style has even been called a cross between the Jetsons and the Flintstones.
And the mountain's coming into your house.
Yes, the mountain is a part of our living space. I sleep with my head about 12 inches from the giant boulder.
Janice Lyle lives in this hillside retreat designed by architect Albert Frey for himself in 1964. So he meant for this to be opened up and let, in cooler weather, the breeze just...
Right. And actually,
Look at that. Oh, my gosh. What is it like for you living here?
Well, it is kind of like dying and going to heaven.
Frey had set out to design an inexpensive bachelor pad using low-cost materials inside and out. The only problem is he didn't anticipate today's energy prices. In summer, it costs nearly $1,000 a month to cool just 500 square feet. And intimacy with the desert has some other consequences, such as uninvited visitors like scorpions and lizards. But for those who call this home, it's clearly a one-of-a-kind place to stretch out.
You can't really build something like this again. You couldn't really do this kind of...
No, you couldn't. No, absolutely not. Unless you preserve them, they are lost forever.
Preservationist Nikki McLaughlin is vice president of the Palm Springs Modern Committee.
It's great for tourism. Over the last few years, the amount of people that have come from all over the world purely to view this architecture has grown enormously. And the city of Palm Springs needs tourism.
In fact, fact, visitors once came to Palm Springs just to play golf and maybe spot a celebrity. Now design is the starring attraction, and well-heeled tourists can even stay here in the crown jewel of Palm Springs Modern, the Elrod House.
That's right, yes.
It was designed in 1968 by architect John Lautner for interior designer Arthur Elrod. You might remember the home as the setting for a rollicking fight in the 1971 James Bond movie, Diamonds Are Forever. For just $3,600 a night, the Elrod House can be yours. But mid-century modern comes in more modest packages as well. And that's perhaps the most important legacy of Palm Springs design. Houses like this one, designed by William Cody in 1969, proved that the modern vision was attainable by almost everyone. And while few will go quite so retro as homeowner Courtney Newman,
Oh my goodness.
The guy putting it up was looking at us like we were crazy, but it's very soothing for some reason. You would think it wouldn't be, but it's just like it was always there, which it was.
it's nice to know that someone is keeping the dream alive. At least here, the designs of the past really have become the homes of tomorrow.